Okay, ready? Okay. Good evening, everyone. I would like to call to order the Village of Roscoe meeting. Shall we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
No, you gotta take the roll. You can't have an official motion until the meeting is over.
Call, please.
Babcock?
Here.
Sima?
Here remotely, I need to be voted in.
Okay. Mead?
Here.
Wright?
Here.
Butts?
Here.
Brodo?
Here.
Thank you.
May I have a motion to permit trustee Sima to attend remotely?
So moved. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. And if I might, under the statute, we're allowed to motion him in to attend electronically because he is called away on a particular business. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next item, approval of minutes. May I have a motion to approve our minutes from our last meeting?
So moved. Second.
Brodo?
Yes.
Mead?
Yes.
Wright?
Yes.
Butts? Yes.
Yes,
Present.
Sima?
yes,
Was there a vote?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
You
in
go.
your-
Yeah, he's
in your- oh, okay. Public comment. Is there anyone in the audience wishing to make public comment on agenda items? Anyone remotely? Though there will be another opportunity during the course of the meeting. And going to the president's report, just to take a few things out of order before we get to item number 2. You have a number of items at your station. I just want to give a very brief overview of our storm recovery efforts. As I said, you each have at your station some material that will be available to the general public in one fashion or another. It will either be distributed at a multi-agency resource center on Friday, which I will explain. And this material is also available online. So there was the anticipation of trying to answer the greatest number of questions based on emails that we've received, phone calls that we've received, feedback from the QR, the experience, so on and so forth. So take a look at it. And as I said, this is information that is going out. Now, just as an overview, again, I would like to express my sincere appreciation and gratitude, first and foremost, to the residents. The residents who heeded the warning, heard it, went into their basement, saved lives and injuries, and then came out to help their neighbors. It was wonderful. And so we got some reports of people who needed additional assistance via that method, and that was great. So we are very, very grateful that there were no injuries. That made the recovery stage a lot easier. Secondly, there are a whole slew of partners that have gone into this recovery endeavor over the last few days. So many, it's hard to recall all of them, but from top to bottom, there has been assistance and guidance from the Illinois Emergency Management Agency down through the County Emergency and Disaster Coordinator, and partners outside those two official organizations. Can't say enough about the cooperation that our police department has received from local police departments, our public works department, from township highway department. All of those agencies in the first few hours were able to take care of what are referred to as life safety issues, and they did it very quickly and very efficiently. Also part of this response and part of our team members in the cleanup, you will see that Waste Management will step up to the plate. There's a whole system in place here, and we're very grateful for their participation. and dumpsters will be rolled out. And again, how that's all going to be done is on the website. I'm going to ask George Allrap in a few minutes to address electricity. We all are so great. It was restored so quickly. And we'll have him explain the breadth of the damage and what they were able to do. So those partners were extremely important. And internally, I cannot praise enough the people that answered the calls, put together the communication, updated on a regular basis. So big thank you to the village administrator, Joe Kerlinkis. Big thank you to Ann Hansen, who had designed a walk-in information system, or center. We thought there would be a lot of people tonight, but we're organized for Friday already, based on that, as well as Janelle Reidinger. So without their help and assistance, we would not have been able to roll out all this information so quickly and get organized. So again, thank you so much for that. Now, the recovery that we're experiencing, I want to again thank our residents for their patience and understanding. Everyone knows this is going to take some time. So we're going to do it step by step and orderly, and no one will be forgotten. We'll get calls, we'll ask you if anything comes to your attention, just let us know. The final piece of this will be Friday. Again, one of our partners, Life Church, on Friday between 2 and 7, there will be organized what's called MARC. MARC stands for Multi-Agency Resource Center. It's a walk-in where various social agencies will be represented and people can get, further information that they need. Highlight, I'm told, is homeowners insurance. So the Illinois Department of Insurance will be represented there, as well as many other agencies to address specific problems or issues that our residents may have. Now, it's not the village, but this event extended across the county. So we're grateful for Life Church offering their space and also some volunteers to assist in that. So going on, I would like to have Mr. Allrap for a few minutes explain to us the miraculous work their team was able to do Friday night, not just here, but in many areas.
Chief, how are you? Hey, good. It's okay standing here. So,
Perfect.
President Gustafson, it's always a pleasure seeing you, your trustees, your staff. It's always good seeing Tom Gray. Tom and I go way back. So let me just briefly give you background. In 2013, when I left the office of mayor in Freeport to come to ComEd, 400,000 people out during a storm was not unusual. So this last storm, which was huge, coming from Scales Mound through Stockton, Lena, and all the way over here to Rockton and Roscoe, there's 42,000 customers without power. A lot of work has gone into the grid, some automation, some different wires that they use to make sure they protect everything better, tree trimming. Some people complain about tree trimming, some people think we should do more, but we do a lot of things. And then the process that we have in place. So when a situation like this comes, the first people we send out are OESs. My boss said, don't use that. They don't know what it is. Well, it's overhead electric specialists. So they go out and assess the damage. So they were out there immediately when it became to go out there. They recognized who was out, what kind of equipment needed to roll in, and how many crews are going to need. So, and the crews are exceptional. They do such a great job. The men and women that ComEd trains and employs. Mayor has seen our training center in Rockford. It's a pretty impressive site. So we had 13 crews out. We had more rolling in from the suburbs. What we have to do, we can't immediately, well, let me take one step back. When we knew the storm was coming, I sent the mayor an email, as I always do with any big storm, telling her that we had enhanced staffing. So to get more staff in, what we have to do is we have to make sure as the storm rolls through, it continues to roll through the Collier counties in Chicago, where they don't have any damage, and then they can send more crews out. So that's a point I want to touch on. The crews down to the counties and Chicago were so impressed by the citizens of Roscoe. They weren't here to say, hey, when's my power getting on? I got stuff in my refrigerator. They were there to say, hey, can we help you in any way? Can we move stuff? Can we get our chainsaws out? Can we cut trees down? Can we safely do anything that you need? And they were so impressed by that. It really helps them work when they have a good working relationship. So we work well with public safety, public works, and the citizens as a whole. So I believe that we got power on in record time, and 99.9% of the customers between here and Lena, Illinois, were back in power on Saturday night. I think it was a little bit quicker here. So I just wanted to come and tell you, thanks to your staff, thanks to your citizens, and the cooperation that we have in the leadership of the mayor and the trustees. And I'm here to answer any questions that I possibly can.
How much is a pole? How much does it cost?
A pole? Oh, to put it in the ground, about $30,000. So, and I know you had
At 9.
9 down. So there was, and the mayor asked me a question earlier, how do 9 poles fall down? Well, the sheer wind was at almost 80 miles an hour. Couple that with what we call galloping. So if you've ever taken a big, thick rope, got a lot of people do it now and working out, and with the rope, and it goes up and down and up and down. Well, that happens to the power lines. Not as much as it used to, but it still happens. And when that happens, they take the slack out of the wire and it whips the poles and they just snap. We had 21 poles on the Route 73 between Pearl City and Lena go down, and we replaced 85 poles in Lena. I'm not saying you should feel lucky you only had 9 down, but nine's still a lot. But our crews, they're tremendous. They really are. They're professionals and they work hard for you. So.
Thank you.
Anything else? Any of the trustees? No? Okay. I'm late for dinner. I better get going.
Thank you for coming. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Moving on, I would like to introduce to all of you Beverly Hewson. And Mrs. Hewson is here to receive our proclamation recognizing the month of May as Motorcycle Awareness Month. Shall I read all the whereases?
Absolutely.
All right. Whereas safety is the highest priority for highways and streets of our village and state, and whereas the great state of Illinois is proud to be a national leader in motorcycle safety, education, and awareness, and whereas motorcycles are a common and economical means of transportation that reduce fuel consumption and road wear and contribute in a significant way to the relief of traffic and parking congestion, and whereas it is especially meaningful that the citizens of our village and the state be aware of motorcycles on the roadways and recognize the importance of motorcycle safety. Whereas the members of ABATE of Illinois, a brotherhood aimed toward education, continually promote motorcycle safety, education, and awareness in high school drivers education programs and to the general public in our village and state, presenting motorcycle awareness programs to over 120,000 participants in Illinois over the past 5 years. And whereas all motorcyclists should join ABATE of Illinois in actively promoting the safe operation of motorcycles, as well as promoting motorcycle safety, education, awareness, and respect of the citizens of our village and state. And whereas the motorcyclists of Illinois have contributed extensive volunteerism and money to national and community charitable organizations. And whereas during the month of May, all roadway users should unite in the safe sharing roadways within the village of Roscoe and throughout the state of Illinois. Therefore, I, Carol Gustafson, Mayor of the Village of Roscoe and the great state of Illinois, in recognition of over 30 years of ABATE of Illinois and over 293,676 registered motorcyclists statewide, and in recognition of the continued role Illinois serves as a leader in motorcycle safety, education, and awareness, do hereby proclaim the month of May this year, 2026, as Motorcycle Awareness Month in the village of Roscoe and urge all motorists to join in an effort to improve safety and awareness on our roadway. I'd like to present this to you and answer a couple of questions. What do you ride?
I ride a Honda 600.
And,
That's the right size for me.
and where do you ride?
I like to ride in the country, see the fields, enjoy the spring. As we've all seen here lately, we get a mix, but 80 degrees today, or darn close.
So your favorite motorist complaint is?
My favorite motorist
Or
complaint.
let's say, if you could make drivers better aware, what is their number one infraction?
Well, I think simply that motorcycles are smaller and they don't sense us. So at Beta of Illinois, we are a motorcycle rights organization, and we are worried about autonomous vehicles. They don't always see us or pedestrians. We don't really want them on the roadways yet. We are not convinced that they've been adequately tested.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I know that was a lot, but thank you. It's better than I could.
Second on the agenda under my report, or third, each of you have one of these Illinois Housing Blueprint. The state of Illinois is going to conduct listening sessions, and if you take a look at this, we're divided by regions. The one closest to us, Northern State Line region, will be July 14 in Rockford, and you may RSVP using the QR code. And I'll make these available also out back there for residents. This is open to anyone who wishes to engage in listening and hearing about the challenges of rolling out additional housing, state of Illinois. Item number 4, may I have a motion for the appointment of Brooke Schlichting to fill the vacant unexpired term on the Zoning Board of Appeals? Just a brief overview before you vote. Mrs. Schlichting has lived in the Roscoe area since 2007. Some of you may remember shopping at her store, which was K Page down the street where Blevins insurance company now is. So she has a business background. She was formerly part owner of NTRAC Group and is no longer. So she brings to the ZBA a perspective of longtime resident, invested in the community financially and personally. So we have a motion and a second.
Butts? Yes. Rhoda?
Yes.
Mead?
Yes.
Babcock?
Yes.
Wright?
Yes.
Simon?
Yes.
Thank you.
Going on to the treasurer's report, cash report for tonight. You have before you a number of invoices totaling $90,457.20. Payroll expenses of $122,330.28. So total general fund expenditures of $212,787.48. There are no motor fuel charges this evening. So may I have a motion to pay the bills?
So moved.
Second.
Are there questions about any of the invoices? Right, hearing none, going for the vote, please.
Mead?
Yes.
Wright?
Yes.
Simon?
Yes.
Butts? Yes. Rhoda?
Yes.
Babcock?
Yes.
Thank you.
You have a year-to-date revenue and expenditure report through March 31st. I'd like you to take a look at it, and it will appear again on the agenda in 2 weeks so that everyone has had an opportunity to look it over, analyze it, and we can form our questions. There are so many other things to deal with this evening. I'm giving you some ample time. So we'll put this on the agenda in 2 weeks. Thank you. Right, next on the agenda, item number 8, may I have a motion to approve the special event permit for the annual Chicory Ridge Garage Sale? The event to be held on June 5 and 6 from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
So moved. Second.
Simon?
Yes.
Butts? Yes. Rhoda?
Yes.
Babcock?
Yes.
Me?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Item number 9, may I have a motion to approve Resolution 2026 R22, authorizing execution of a service agreement with the lowest responsible bidder for the supply of electricity for the village-owned streetlights, and this is a 4-year contract.
So moved.
Second. Right.
Yes.
Rhoda?
Yes.
Simon?
Yes.
Babcock?
Yes.
Me?
Yes.
Butts? Yes. Thank you.
Item number 10, may I have a motion to approve Resolution 2026 R23, authorizing an agreement with Bear Graham and Associates for the construction engineering and materials testing for the 2026 residential streets program for the quoted amount of $54,800.
So moved. Second.
Vote, please.
Butts? Yes. Me?
Yes.
Babcock?
Yes.
Simon?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Rhoda?
Yes.
Thank you.
Item number 11, due to timing of this, I'm going to ask for a motion to suspend the rules to make the approval of this special event a final action.
So moved. Second.
Simon?
Yes.
Butts? Yes. Right.
Yes.
Babcock?
Yes.
Rhoda?
Yes.
Me?
Yes.
May I have a motion then to approve the special event permit for Babes on the Block, a Mother's Day edition, to be held Thursday, May 7, from 4 to 7 p.m. at 5466 Bridge Street.
So moved. Second.
Me?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Rhoda?
Yes.
Butts? Yes. Simon?
Yes.
Babcock?
Yes.
Thank you.
Under questions and reports, Winnebago County, as you've noticed, has begun the work of the turn lanes on Old River Road, and they are going to be working to install a culvert. So part of the road, or the road, will be closed Friday from 6 a.m. until
6 a.m. to 5 p.m.
6 a.m. to 5 p.m. So
Got that before we started the meeting tonight. And we'll send out our press release once we get that from the county and they finalize everything, but
close, can get it in one day. It's inconvenient, but there you go. Also, under questions and reports, very briefly, I'd like our engineer to know that the construction engineering document is in place. The timeline that things will happen. If you could just briefly review again.
Absolutely. So we're at the stage, bids have been awarded. We have our selected contractor, that's Rock Road Companies. So next step will be, we will provide them contracts to sign. Usually that takes about 2 weeks for them to get contracts signed, bonding in place, things like that. During that time, and simultaneously, we will set up a pre-construction meeting with the contractor to just go over project specifics, have them present a schedule of completion and intermediate schedule along the way. Just a reminder, we have set the completion date for this project, I think it's July 3rd, so it's before the July 4th holiday. So it's a pretty aggressive schedule, but the work is pretty simple, just a resurfacing job, so there's not a lot of intricacies with this project. So we anticipate, within the next 2 to 3 weeks, we'll have full approvals to the contractor to go ahead and start on the project. So once we get that project schedule from them, we will either, notify the trustees via email or something like that with the anticipated schedule in the years past, and we will continue that this year. We will probably provide a schedule on the village website for any residents that have questions along the way. And then we will update the board likely at the next meeting with that schedule, and we will continue to keep everybody in the loop as the schedule progresses.
Also on the repair front, if you want to briefly introduce Class D patching.
Yes, so what we are working on right now is developing the bid documents for the Class D patching program. I think we're gonna tentatively shoot for authorization to seek bids at the next meeting. That might be a little aggressive. I know Troy's guys are going out and doing assessment of all the roadways to identify the general areas. We will then work with the Public Works Department to get actual quantities put in place and a preliminary estimate of cost put in place. Ultimately, this group will approve us to seek bids. We will have to follow the village's purchasing policy and put the bid advertisement in a local newspaper. Receive the bids just like we did with the residential streets program. Award the contractor at the at a board meeting, and then get contracts and things like that in place. So I'm anticipating likely we will have contracts and everything prepared probably close to the end of June, if I had to guess. And that will give the contractor, July, August, September, even all the way into October to complete that work. So we don't have a robust program this year, but typically what we have done is we will identify patches to be done in 2 separate groupings. So we will do one group up front in the beginning of the year, and then we will keep an eye on the roads throughout the rest of the year. And if there's any new areas that pop up that we potentially want to add to the program, as long as it's within our cost, we can get those done. But if the village decides, hey, there's some other areas that we want to add to that, we'll come back to the board and have that discussion at that time about potentially increasing that contract. But I don't think that's probably going to be needed. We've done very robust programs in the past handful of years. So we anticipate that this is just going to stay in line with our budgeted amount.
Thank you. Public comment. Is there anyone wishing to address the board related to any of the topics on this agenda? Anyone remotely? No? No need for an executive session. May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned, 6:57.
Yes, sir.